Chin up.
She's already
We're rolling.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What do you want from us,
You
Mark?
didn't have to take.
Please.
Great.
What do you want from us?
And you thought best video was...
Yes.
You're not going to post
Come
any
on.
of this.
And we're
right?
done. Okay, can we stop
if it's a-
rolling now? I mean, come on.
Okay.
Come on, focus. We are
Okay,
busy with
okay.
people.
Everybody's a director.
So here,
Okay.
by the way, Shell, oh gosh. Anyway,
Oh, Lord.
here we
Yes.
are at the Dream Center. Basically, really, the road trip ended yesterday. We got back. But I was really honored and privileged. I don't know if they feel the same. But for a lot of the road trip, this is Ines, and this is Suzanne.
got me
And
right.
in there, after
3 months.
11,000 miles, I hope I can get something right. And they traveled for a good portion with me into shelters, into tent cities, under bridges. So we won't focus on how much of a character guy I am. And excuse me, I'm really tired. It's, 11,000 miles just ended yesterday. You can tell by my voice. How did you change? How did your perceptions of homelessness or anything else change?
Well, that's an interesting question. I was ready to talk about documentary filmmaking, but
No.
because I feel filmmaking, especially documentary filmmaking, is about telling stories that aren't often told. And I think that's the beauty and the power of it. And for me, this was an exploration of two topics that I had some understanding of, homelessness and also social media, and then getting to know a character.
And what are you trying to say there?
Nothing. I'm just saying those were the elements. When I started on this trip, those were the elements that were in my consciousness. Those were the things I was thinking about. And I would say of those, breaking the stereotypes of homelessness and really becoming intimate with stories through you has been an amazing part of this journey. In fact, probably the most amazing part. Getting to know you has been wonderful, I have to say, Mark. So I hope you know that.
Can you repeat that?
Yes. Getting to know you, Mark, has been wonderful. And for all the joking that we do, I want you to understand that you are an amazing person. And I'm not going to say you're a hero because you get choked up when people say that about you.
I'm not that nice.
But and he's not that nice, and we've seen you not that nice, and you've acknowledged that. But you are someone who is on a path. This is your destiny, and to witness that, to be witness to that, is really has been.
But
very
how did your
powerful.
perceptions of homelessness change?
My perception of homelessness changed in that you helped me break through the barrier that I think most people carry around when they think of homelessness. Even liberal, progressive people like myself have a barrier around us so that we can get through our day and have our busy lives and do the things we need to do. We feel sympathetic, but we don't break through the barrier. And you have again and again helped me understand and break through that barrier. And one of the most important things I think this film will do is show other people how to break through that barrier. And I think that will be tremendous.
Ines.
Two things. One is that I'm really grateful for the friendship with you and with Suzanne, because it's been just an incredible trip. Every day learning something new, encountering new people, and doing it with grace and having fun while we're doing it, and not just feeling beat down. Oh no, we've only encountered horrible stories. No, I think you're doing something incredibly positive, and I'm grateful that you took us along on this trip. The other thing is, I think what I was most impressed with were all the different places where not only people's dignity were kind of the focal point, but like the tent city in Ann Arbor was completely inspiring to me, because people took kind of their fate into their own hands. It wasn't the helping systems, it wasn't a social worker, it wasn't some municipality. I mean, they're doing that against against a lot of obstacles, and they're really creating something very utopian, and it was so inspiring to me. So thank you for taking us
Oh no, it was a pleasure. I mean, it was a different dynamic for me. Obviously, I wasn't alone. Now there's, they couldn't follow me the whole trip, and they're saying, thank God. I enjoyed both the solitude when I was alone, and I enjoyed the company, because I even asked them, I said, you're going to mirror how I change, because you're going to see me at different stages. And I feel that I change because I get so tired. I'm exhausted right now. So now she talked about Ann Arbor. What was your favorite story or person or place?
Well, I have to say, going into the tunnels under Las Vegas was interesting for me because that was the first thing we did. And I think that juxtaposition of the wealth and the gaudiness of Las Vegas, literally sitting on top of these human beings living in storm drains, was very powerful to me. I think every stop was Bentonville was such a beautiful experience to see a community embrace the idea and homeless people and change lives, and everybody's lives changed. That was phenomenal, and that you sort of were the catalyst for that was amazing to witness. I think meeting people like, even just today, meeting Andy, that was amazing. I feel like we're so, what is the word? I feel so grateful that we're meeting these exceptional people. These are people who are changing this country and trying to change what is happening with people on the street. They treat them as human beings with dignity, and they're leaders. I mean, they're innovators and leaders, and it is just, I'm in awe that I get to spend a little time.
And it's not the
talking with
salary.
them.
I mean, it's not the amount of money. I mean, they're doing it because it's a heart condition.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, and I hope that, again, I hope the film shows people, I mean, these are people to
What
emulate.
film?
These are people, well, people are looking for leaders. I mean, the audio tapes we were listening to in the car yesterday about people are looking for leaders. I mean, these are people, as far as I'm concerned, these are leaders to emulate.
Right.
These are people whose heart is in the right place, and they are making change. And I'm just in awe. I mean, it's been remarkable. So thank you.
Well, no, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Back to the Three Stooges.
Yeah, you should see us in the car.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yesterday I told her, I said, I'm having a bad hair day, and she says, your hairs look like that every day.
Yeah.
You know, thank you. So you've traveled with me and seen the impact of social media and InvisiblePeople.tv. Can you explain that in your own words?
What the impact is?
Well, because because it's almost artistic. It's, you're changing people's perceptions. So it's kind of a different way of tackling homelessness.
I think two things about the social media aspect. One is that I was really not interested in social media before. I use email, the internet. We even have a Twitter account for the festival that I run. But I've never seen anybody use it in such an activist manner, and I was completely blown away by that. I still don't quite understand it, but I'm getting there. I think it's very impressive and kind of a very interesting way of rallying people. And also, the other thing that you just started with the Visible People website, that you're creating this online homeless community, is completely mind-blowing to me. That's really, really cool, and I hope, that the numbers will go up and that it will become really a successful thing.
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be? And you should have seen that one coming.
I did see that one.
Oh, great. I figured out of anybody.
Well, the first one is that I really hope that homelessness is ended. I really do. And
Sure, stealing my first wish.
You have put me in touch with it in a very intimate way. And I don't want to see people living on the street. I want people to have dignity.
Housing should be a right.
Housing should be a right. The second thing is, and I think ties into it, is I want everyone to feel loved. I mean, I look at people and I think we need to love these people, And the third thing is, I hope the film's good.
And you?
Oh, I second Suzanne's wishes, but I actually think what I take away from this, and what is a wish, is that regular people and communities feel more empowered to make changes, to maybe work more with either the organizations that help the homeless, or whatever kind of change they can impact, that there's more democracy on a very, very grassroots level. I would love to see that. That's my biggest wish.
Well, last night I got an email from somebody in New Zealand saying, here we are and we have this huge homeless problem. How can we do what you're doing? And never before have we had the power that we have, because, really, I don't have anything except a big mouth and tenacity and an iPhone, and we can affect real change. And even though this is officially the last video of this road trip, this will never stop. I mean, it's in my heart. It can't stop. We're going to keep on. I coined a phrase with somebody. I'm going to keep on punching poverty. So thank you very much.